Good morning. All right, so I posted today on my blog about how to add source citations in WordPress, and Amy from Brotman blog asked a question, a couple questions, and so I thought I'd just create a little video to show some of the quirks about using this, and if you haven't read Amy's blog, you should. Okay, so in my blog post, I have screenshots of how to enable Markdown. You need to have done that first or it's not going to work. When you get to this page in your settings, make sure after you check this, you scroll down to the bottom and click on Save Changes. And then the rest of my post is right here. This is the portion I'm going to show you in a video. All right, so I have a nonsense post here that I've just written a few sentences. So we're going to come in and we're going to say, all right, let's add a source citation here. And notice I have it bumped right up against that first sentence. Then I'm going to come down to the bottom. I like a little bit of space, and I'm going to add this set of characters. This little chunk right here, all 5 characters are essential. You can't have anything in front of it. Up here you don't have the colon, but you have those 4 characters. I like them bumped right up against whatever they are supporting, whatever needs the citation. Down here, you can start writing right against this colon, and so I might, if it was a blog post, it would be a true source citation, but I'll just say, I really do. Okay, and then after this one, we'll add our second source citation, and so then I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to add the other end like I really do, and then we'll add a third one here, and we're going to come down here, and each one needs its own line. And so there we go. Now I'm going to hit save. We want to save this draft, and if you want to check that all of your citations are working properly, we're going to preview to see it. So while you're in this writing mode, it will always look like this. These only change to the finished product in an actual post. So when I click preview, you'll see that each of my 3 source citations are now little blue numbers up there, and then down here I've got my nonsense citations with little arrows. So if I was reading a long post and I clicked on the one, it would pop me down to here, and then when I click that, it pops me back up, which of course there's not really any movement that needs to happen. So if we go to my blog and we go to a post where I've actually done this, let's see, the one from yesterday has it. So I'll move it to its own landing page. So as I come down into the body of my text, here's my first source citation. When I click that blue one, see how it pops me down here to my first one. And if I click this return arrow, then it's not totally perfect because it, for some reason, this bar is not accounted for, I think. But it gets me back up to the top. So that is just a simple example. But just keep in mind, if you have any spaces here, or characters, it's not going to work properly. And here's the other quirk. Let's mess this one up. Let's say I wanted to include some text from somebody's writing, so maybe like a journal or something, and so I was thinking, oh, I'll indent that and maybe I'll italicize it just to show that it's different, and then I'll hit save so that it has saved, and then I'll hit preview, and notice it can't handle the italicization or the indent, and so suddenly I only have 2 sources, and what I had labeled as number 3 is now number 2. So if you try doing it on something that you have indented or italicized or changed the sizing at all, anything other than the standard text, it won't work properly. So those are the quirks I'm aware of. I am not a computer person as far as like understanding HTML code or anything like that. So there are probably other quirks that someone who knows a lot about computers could explain, but that's not me. So I fixed that. let's look at the preview and see, and there we go. Now we're back to having all three. All right, I hope that answers any questions you might possibly have about how to use Markdown to add source citations or footnotes into your blog posts. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.